Hey, it's Arlan. It's probably a little hard to see me just because I'm in like lower light. But what I wanted to do is this is for my business channel. There are only a few people who are subscribed who will probably see this video. But this video is for people who are not beginners, for people who are making money or have made money online. You have maybe even an offer or you've had an offer in the past, and you want some more advanced teachings from me because I teach a lot of beginner entrepreneur curriculum, which I'm really happy to do. It's most of what I do because I just feel like there's a lot of it lacking in the market, and I want to help as many people as possible. But I also teach people who make six figures, people who make seven figures, and I also consult people who make eight figures plus. Of course, I've invested in more than 200 startups as a venture capitalist. So I've seen a lot of different types of companies. So I wanted to make more videos for this channel for people who already have something going on, you're making money, and you want to go to that next level. So one of the things I wanted to do is just show you what's going on with my Authority X Pro. If you haven't heard about it, I'll show you what it is real quickly here. So Authority X Pro is my AI that I spent about 8 months putting together. Like it was August of 2025 that I decided that I wanted to do this. I started collecting things and doing things on purpose, knowing that I would be feeding it into this very sophisticated, specialized AI. And then I launched it. It's April 19th, 2026 right now. I launched it, let's say 2 weeks ago. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, I launched it privately to Inner Circle members, and I'll show you about that in a sec. And then 3 or 4 days later, I launched it publicly during my Your First Million Live virtual event. And ever since then, it's been bananas. And just to give you an example, or just to give you some insight on it, I think at this point I've made something like right up against $40,000 as part of the launch in 14 days. Maybe, yeah, 14 days. So 40,000 in 14 days. And some of it is recurring. So there's actually more on the way. And this is without any paid ads. This is with few YouTube videos, probably four or five dedicated, maybe three or four dedicated to Authority X Pro, and then talking to my paid members inside of Your First 5K, the people who paid for 360 Pass. And 360 is an AI bundle with coaching. And it normally costs $360. Sometimes I have it on sale for a little bit less. But those are the people that I'm thinking through are like, they would really be great for this. And at least half of my sales have come from that group. I also made it included in Inner Circle. So I wanted to just show you these three examples because they're pretty awesome. So Inner Circle, if you're not familiar, is my highest tier. Usually you would find Inner Circle programs for like 20,000, 25, 30,000. There are some that are 50, there's some that are 100,000. Mine is 6,000 a year. And there's a whole nother video about why I made it that low. But what it does is it helps me. It's an investment. It may be a small amount, but it's like people are serious when they invest. So I have this really awesome group of people who may not have been able to do the 20 to 30,000, can do the 6,000 and are in it enough, skin in the game, where it is just really robust. We meet up all the time in different cities, mostly in LA, but sometimes, in other cities, New York, Miami, not Miami, Orlando, and other places. And then we just kind of get together. So we do have a school. It is very quiet. It's a very quiet school. We have a 100 member maximum. And all of these things that I'm telling you, I just want you to, just steal from me. Just anything that seems interesting to you, take my ideas and incorporate it in what you do. I'm just talking to you like I would someone who was an inner circle or someone who paid me for a VIP day to get consulting for what you're doing. So this is the part where I think that if you're watching this video and you're who I described earlier in the video, I think this is like the hack of all hacks, and I want you to know about it. I don't want you to miss out on this because It is just changing things for people. So we'll start with Chen Li. Chen Li joined my inner circle just a few weeks ago. She's a very cool person, and she has something called Rage on the Page. It's a 497, I believe. She may have gone up to 697, but it's something like $500 discounted, and then it goes up. And she's had two cohorts. I believe maybe 8 to 10 people were in each. I could be off about that. But the first group happened because she was already part of another group and she was able to be in person with them and really bring them together. And that was awesome. And then the second group happened. It was like kind of extension of the first group. And it was like she was able to nurture them. Going into her third cohort, we got on a call, her onboarding call, because she was having trouble feeling it. And as you can see here on the screen, it's like spoiler alert, you know what happens. She was able to feel it with Authority X Pro. But basically, I helped her as far as I could. And I think I gave her a lot of great insights. I also interviewed her during Your First Million Lives bonus day. And Colin Yearwood has helped. He is our resident sales expert in Inner Circle. We got her somewhere. And the one of the things she was dealing with is that she doesn't have a lot of physical stamina. She has, health issues that kind of slow her down. And so she can't always just be on marketing out there. And another thing that was really throwing something into the mix was she had just flown in from Taiwan. So she was very jet lagged the last few days. And she's trying to attend Your First Million Live, be present, and close out this cohort. So you can pause this and read this in full. But the point of it is she used Authority X Pro, which is authorityxpro.com is how you get to it. She used it and she filled a cohort because this is just it's just so it's trained on everything that I know about business. And it is inexhaustible, just like any other AI would be. But it's just everybody's saying that it's blowing away Chat GPT or Claude or anything that you can use when it comes to business. Like I still use Chat GPT to figure out, compare two things or ask it the normal questions. But when it comes to business, I go to Authority X Pro. I use it. I make money from it. So I would totally pause this and read through this. Um, and it just says the result. One cell came in last night. The final spot was just filled 2 hours ago. My third cohort is now full. She even has a YouTube video where she's like stoked. This is not how she was when I saw her.
Hey everyone.
She was not this
Wow,
happy.
I am sitting here with such a full.
She was very, very tired and she was like defeated. And it's just awesome. Okay, so that's one person who you may relate to. They have a deal, and also look at what she's selling. So she's selling something that's 497. It's a live cohort. It's a journaling cohort, and she put together, I think, I don't know, 8, 10, 12 people. She's making about 5 grand per live cohort. They're getting a ton from her, but it's like meeting once or twice a week for a certain amount of time, probably 6 weeks, 8 weeks. And it's really fun. And you'll see this again with someone else. Now, the next one is this round table. And if you go to Authority X Pro, you actually can just see the full 15-minute video. It's right here, okay? So just watch that if you do nothing else. Watch this video with Colin, Johnny, Claudia, Mary Grace, and Jen. Each of these people have high ticket offers. Jen is a Facebook ads expert. Mary Grace works at a corporation and she's known for her leadership skills. She works has also a book club. Johnny does like coaching for women to find their voice. She's a consultant. Claudia is a medium and she has had low ticket and high ticket offers. She does a lot of calls. She does a lot of one-on-one. And then Colin is our resident sales expert who I've worked with for a year and a half. And he has sold millions of dollars worth of things for himself and for other people, for his clients. This, all 5 of them talk about in this very candid conversation that I asked them. I passed them by while they were at my meetup a week ago, and I said, "Hey, what are you talking about?" They said, "We're talking about Authority X Pro." I said, "Can you please film it?" And then I walked away. This is just them talking casually about it, and you'll see that they're so stoked about it. So just go to authorityxpro.com and watch this video. And then you have Daisy. So Daisy, it says she made 3.5K in 4 days with Authority X Pro. It's actually 6,000 in 7 days was the latest update. So I did an interview with her. But it could be even more now. I don't know. I don't know if she filled her cohort or what. Another person doing a 500, but it's going up. I think it went up to 700. But she did a $500 live cohort for a certain amount of time to get people in the room, a deal room basically for real estate investments for veterans and people who worked in government. And she's just elated. Look, it says Colin, who works with her too, for me. He says, "Hey, Arlan, Daisy made 2,000 in 24 hours with Authority X Pro, 3,500 in 4 days." And I'm like, because she sent me this at the same time. And this is Daisy. "Hey, Arlan, I just got off my call with Colin. I shared with him that in the last few days, I've made 3,500 using Authority X Pro. My new offer is basically called the Wealth Room, a curated room talking with military and federal women about how to invest in real estate. I'm just curating a space, bringing everybody together and connecting them to proximity and access. I love the offer, and Authority X Pro walked me through every step." So it came up with this offer, and then it told her how to do it, and then she sold. And if you see this video, let's see, it's like called Update on Daisy. Let's see. Yeah, here's it. You see how stoked she is.
Daisy, Daisy, Daisy. Hello, hello.
She's
You
so
know what?
happy.
I'm just love. I mean,
She's so happy, and I'm so happy for her. So I wanted you to look at that if you hadn't heard about Authority X Pro, or if you had, just wanted to bring attention to this. Really interested in these $500 or so curated rooms where it's happening on Zoom, it may even happen on school, but you are curating rooms. You may be leading people every week in some sort of led journaling as Chan Lee was doing, or some sort of like just get in the room, let's talk about it. I had suggested, and then Authority X Pro had suggested to Daisy that she bring in an expert to just have a conversation about real estate. She set that up. How difficult would it be for you to do that? And if you already do it, then your value prop for Authority X Pro is exactly what to say, how to optimize it, and everything day to day, every step of the way. One last thing. I'm choking on something. One last thing. When you are a 360 member inside of your first 5K, you get a special price for Authority X Pro for a limited time, depending on when you see this. You may see this after it's gone. But if you are a 360 member, go into 360 Pass inside of the classroom and check it out. If you are not yet a 360 member as of the time April 19th, 2026, as of right now, your best bet is to go into your first 5K or go to stan.store/Arlan. Join 360 Pass, which is on sale right now for $250. Then once you're in and you've been manually upgraded or immediately upgraded via school, go into the 360 Pass classroom and look for that price. That's what I'll leave you with. If that price has gone away, which it will go away very soon, there's monthly payments so you can test drive it, or you get a huge, huge discount by just paying that $997 launch price. By sometime in May or June, it will be $1997 per year. Still very much worth it, but that's why I'm trying to get you to understand it today. So hopefully this was helpful. Ask me anything you want in the comments. I'm going to be doing more of these videos that are for people who maybe you've made 5, 10, 50,000, 100,000 plus. I'll share as much as I can with you.